saintly Baal Shem Tov had a Baal Tekias by the name of Rav Kitzis. And one year during Chodesh Elul, the month of Elul, he calls the Baal Tekias over and he says, this year I want to teach you the deepest sidus, the deepest secrets of Tekias Shofar, the kavanas, and all the things you should be thinking of, be Kabbalah, while you blow shofar. And Rav was taken aback, but he said, of course. And the Baal Shem Tov sat with him and taught him every single detail of the kavanas of Tekias Shofar. What one thinks by a Tekias Shofar Trua, before that Musaf, after, during Musaf, after Musaf. Rav wrote down every kavana in a small little notebook that he intended to keep with him on the bima, so he should remember every little kavana. He came before Rosh Hashanah, and Rav on one hand was excited, but he was also full of trepidation. This would be a different level of Tekias Shofar with a new level of responsibility. And he decided that he's going to bring his little notebook to the shul before Rosh Hashanah. And he couldn't find it anywhere. He looked high and he looked low and he couldn't believe it. He'd invested so much time. The Baal Shem Tov had invested in him and he couldn't find that little notebook. And Rosh Hashanah morning came and he got up early to look again and he couldn't find it. He had no choice. He came to shul a broken man. It came time for Tekias Shofar and he couldn't remember any of the kavanas that the Baal Shem Tov taught him. And he was devastated. His heart was shattered. And through a veil of tears, all he could think of was Rabbi Shlomo, I'm being mechaven to do the mitzvah of Tekias Shofar, and that's it. After davening was over, very timidly and full of shame, he approached the Baal Shem Tov and he said, Rebbe, I let you down. I couldn't find you. I don't know what happened to the notebook. The Baal Shem Tov says, I want you to know something. This was the most powerful Tekias Shofar that you probably ever blew and probably ever will blow. Rav looked at him, why? He said, I want you to know something, that in heaven and in Shamayim, there's many sha'arim, there's many gates. There's the Shari Tshuva and the Shari Tefillah and the Shari Yira and all kinds of different gates. And you need a special key. You need a special something to be able to get into those gates. But there's a master key. And that master key is Leiv Nishbar, a broken heart. When you approach Tekias Shofar, a broken man, that kavana, that single focus of just being so devastated was able to open every single gate. It soared directly to the Kisei HaKavod, to Hashem's holy throne. And this year, Mitzvah Hashem, is going to be a good year for the whole shul. You know, it comes time for Rosh Hashanah. We're just a day away from Rosh Hashanah. And we had dreams and hopes and aspirations in our El, Tshuva, and upgrading our Avodah, and Kadosh Baruch Hu Slichas, and all the different things. And we're going to come to you, and we're going to have something to show on Rosh Hashanah. And then we look at ourselves now, and do we really have much? So what do we have? What can we stand in front of the Rabbi Shlomo Rosh Hashanah? What can we give him? And the answer is, even if we have nothing, at least a Leiv Nishbar, at least a broken heart. We could look at our own lives and the many challenges and struggles that we have, the hurt and the pain, and say, Rabbi Shlomo, this is what I have. I don't have much more. And that could open every shar. That could open every gate. And that could ascend directly to the Kisei HaKavod. May the Rabbi Shlomo look in our minds, but more importantly, look in our broken hearts. And may he say, I see your pain. I see your suffering. And bring us a year of Geula v'Yeshua.